Hello, I'm Dr. Eve. Welcome to my sexual health and relationship practice. I consider myself a modern day woman. I have been through different cycles of relationship over my many years, from the traditional being married, to being single, to cohabitating, to being married, to be single, to be dating. And I find that the status that carries the most shame is that of singlehood. Are you single and feeling shameful? Are you single and feeling lonely and feeling stigmatized by society? Or perhaps you are a single woman and are feeling kick-ass free because you have so many choices and because you're not tied in to the traditional norms and expectations of what society has given you, and you feel kind of liberated. It always is kind of sobering for me to know that half of the people living in Manhattan are single. There's got to be something to that. So how do you get by as a single woman in society today? The first thing to this guide to being single and happy is to be accepting your own company, to have a lot of self-liking, to really be able to live in an alive state and to be filling your life with things that give you passion and joy. To continue to be an interesting person, meaning filling yourself up with the great privilege of many exciting events, many exciting interests that you personally can enjoy. Because as you do that, you will feel more stimulated and alive, and therefore very much more sociable and no doubt more attractive to other people. Secondly, it's important to hang out with other single people, male or female, so that you don't become isolated. One of the biggest problems with being single is the social isolation that stigma brings. And social isolation can lead to feeling depressed because as human beings, we are really driven to be very social. So the moment that we cut ourselves off from social contact, we have a vulnerability or propensity to become anxious and rather depressed and not really take care of our health as well. The whole notion of joining clubs I find to be quite pressurizing. I think it's really important that you rather find people, whether it's online in communities, but more significantly offline, with shared interests. By you going to the opera, by you going to join a hiking, a swimming club, any kind of sports event, or any kind of cultural event that you find interesting, hang around places where you are interested, not because you want to be meeting somebody. Find interesting, stimulating people to mix with. Gives you a sense of purpose as well, makes you feel that you're acceptable as well. Otherwise, if you're only going to be hanging out with people who are in significant relationships, you're going to be feeling as if you are out the norm, as if something is wrong with you. Accept your single status by really being proud and having a very good relationship with yourself. And in terms of your sexuality, no way should you ever be giving that up. Always have next to your bed, bottle of Blue. My Lube is great. It's just a regular water-based lubricant. And hey, you've got to get yourselves my very favorite vibrator at the moment, which is a little bullet vibe, very, very discreet. Or if you want to kind of play around with different vibes to experience different experiences for yourself, please use a vaginal vibrator. You don't want your vagina to dry out whilst you're not having any penetrative experiences. So have pleasure, have fun. It's your right as a single person to be doing that. For more information, find me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter.